Well, I can't do anything about the audio without it getting froze again, so we'll just recap what's happening. Got an amazing box here. Again, beautiful artwork design. We have another amazing box. We'll go over it when we get back to it. We have the Painter's Edition, so that's really nice. It says thanks for backing it, and it gives me ideas and instructions for how to assemble my unpainted pieces. I have an exclusive rule book about my terrain tiles, my Hapsicorp buildings, and my mercenaries, as well as the orbital shock. Woo! That's pretty cool. And these were the Hapsi buildings again. They're black on the inside because you're gonna again fold them up, and that'll from there you'll be able to have super cool buildings with the Hapsi Cola logos on there if you so desire. You don't have to. Optional, of course. These are the plastic trays for players to be able to use instead of the cardboard ones that normally come with the game. It's a Kickstarter exclusive. So I got my online systems here, my offline systems here, my damage systems here. So this is pretty much my deck, my discard pile, and my remove from game pile. And then you have your energy counter here telling you how much energy you have. I guess this is supposed to hold my cards, kind of like a card holder, but I'm not sure. If someone knows what they are, feel free to chime in what you're using that little slot there for. That's cool. And like, these are really thick plastic. That's me putting some pressure. I don't want to break them, obviously, but it's not flimsy plastic or fragile or anything for that matter. We'll save this for a second. I know what that is. So these, as part of the Painter Edition, are unpainted figurines of the pilots here. So I'm going to kind of put that a little closer for you guys to see. There's one. Here's the next one. These are nice. There's another one. Ooh, my finger's kind of in the way for that one. There we go. So it looks like in total here, we're going to have 8 pilots, which is cool. That's a lot of difference to be able to have right off the bat. And finally, Senorita Robot Legs. There we go. So here is some dice. Whew. So it looks like we got 2 matching pairs of dice here. This one has like a little skull and crossbones on it, and different varying degrees, as you can see. And that's one pair of them. Second pair, I'm not even sure. I know it's like one of the corps, but I can't remember which one that is. But it looks like a little virus with an X on it. Of course, these little Hapsi cans. And a nice, sick neon green like Jolt. For those of you that remember Jolt in the 90s, I think they brought it back for a short period of time, but yeah, that's what that reminds me of, that sickening radioactive toxic green color. That being said, guys, I drank a lot of Jolt when I was younger, so this is not a bad mouth. It doesn't mean just because it wasn't toxic it wasn't tasty. That being said, I'm diabetic now, so I don't know if that like accelerated that. Like 10-year-old me was like, haha, 30-year-old Alan's gonna have diabetes thanks to all this Jolt I'm drinking. Who knows? Anyway, so finally the little pink elephant here is the final touch. Alright. It's like these are the mercenaries here. Oh, these are beautiful. Pew 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 pew. So yeah. Let's showcase it a little better here. That is pretty. I love the design styles they took with this. This is just, they're so pretty. This one warped a little, but I can fix that, so it's not a problem there. But looking like he has like a rail gun. That's pretty cool. I like the more animalistic styling they went with that, like having the 4 legs almost of the, or the 2 legs, but at the same time it still doesn't look like human. It looks alien in its leg structure and body structure. Pardon again, guys. Again, working a long day and a long night the night before. I am really happy to get this. Also, I want to give a shout out at this point while I'm transitioning into the next thing to, you know what? Between transitions, while I'm picking something else out and trying to figure out what it is, let's give a shout out to one person in particular each time. So this time, it'll be to Nicola. She's been working her butt off trying to like create stuff in the background for all you guys, and so she deserves my unending thanks on that, because bravo. Okay, this looks like an unpainted one. By the look of that, I'd say we got ourselves a Thunder Happy. If I knew better. Yeah, that's definitely a Thunder Happy looking thing here. So I guess I'll just kind of showcase the bag there. You can kind of see how that all comes in. That's awesome. Next shout out goes to Corbin, my right hand man, who's worked really hard on helping get Team Hisshou started, and helped me in a lot of ways more than I can ever remember for getting started with Team Hisshou and our live feeds and everything, and helping me understand how to do a lot of this stuff. So thank you, Corbin. This one looks like we got ourselves a big old barrel of King Wolf here. Yeah. This big gun here is kind of the giver away. There. It's a big old. So that's what this one looks like. Next up, I'm going to give a shout out to my wife, Heather, who's always been supportive of me in what I do. That being competing in about any game I get an intense interest in. So, is what it is. But I thank her nonetheless. And alright, so what do we got here? Well, with a wrecking ball body part right there, I figure we can tell you exactly what this one is. So this is our Diamondback. Alright. So that's Diamondback there. Oh, and one of the other things I got were these terrain tiles. We have Sinkhole, Unexploded Mine, Rubble, and Crater. I'm not sure if I mentioned that after we got the sound back and operational. Alrighty. So, I mean, by process of elimination, we know that this big old green grizzly bear of Hammer Strike. Yeah, there's that big faceplate that I was looking for. Kind of hulking armor looking thing. But that's what that looks like. So that's cool. And I'd also like to thank at this point Larry, because he was just so cool to hang out with. Him and Nicola both. When I got to Gen Con, they both got me hooked into this game, and I'll never be the same. And the piece de resistance, that's right, the Hapsy Cola dice can. Oh god, that looks so cool. With its little camel top there to be able to drink from. And it has the ingredients of Hapsy. Nutritional facts: vitamin A 0%, vitamin C 0%, calcium, vitamin D, thiamine, sodium, sugars, iron, vitamin E, zinc, and carbohydrates, all 0%. Hapsy 100%. Drink Hapsy, a product of Hapsy Corp. So screw the top there. That's a really nice seal too, guys. Wow. Got the little straw, because I mean, what good was a Hapsy dice can if you couldn't actually use it as a thermos too in reality? So that's just pretty awesome. Again, just wow. As you can kind of see as I pour them out here. All the cool dice. So I'm going to put some of these back in. Let's get one of each if I can. We'll take a look at these. So these are actually etched in, which makes it look really pops. The colors of these. And of course, each faction is on the 6er spot. So you got Hammer Strike here. You got the black etching, and then King Wolf. Let's get it facing the right way for you. Again, black etching. And then Diamondback. White etching. Thunder Happy. So that's, and there's enough for your entire attack dice pool for each faction with those. That's just amazing. Someone outside needs to go get picked up. That's what I'm hearing with the honk. And screw it back on. Nice seal on it. I really like that. That's cool. So we got these for the mercenaries to let you know which faction it is. For these little clips for health. These little bases for the painter, the painted miniatures for the pilots. So you know which faction they're currently playing for. And some cool foils here. Let's take a look at these. So foiled with the colors, so whichever faction you put a part of, you get these really cool ones. So one for each of the factions. So we got Izzy here, we got Diego, we got Kimmy, pardon for any glare that comes off these cards because they are foily as foily AF. Jay. And on the back too, you have like their bio and whatnot, which is kind of cool. I appreciate that they utilize all the space in the card. It wasn't just like here's a black, like a plain black back or something like that. They try to utilize it in an appropriate way. Nyx, Ike, which is hilarious because for those of you that know, this is designed after one of the main movers and shakers in the game, and it's a spitting image. I'll just put it that way. It's a spitting image. Marlo and Anna. And it looks like we got our orbital shot cards fully foiled. And our mercenaries fully foiled. So that's the end of the foil train. Not, there needs to be much more. This is a hefty amount of foil right there, guys. So much foil you can light up a Christmas tree with it. And knowing Aaron Davidson, he might just try. That crazy, crazy mad scientist bastard and his awesomeness. We'll put these back in now into the extras box. I'll try to figure out sorting for all this and like some kind of system later. I still have work in the morning, so I'm not going to get to goof off with this tonight. Maybe I'll get lucky and get to play some of it tomorrow. You never know. Worst off, I'll try to get in a game or two over the weekend. Much as that saddens me, as it really does, adulting is hard. Oh, okay, so this isn't a square like I thought it was. I almost tried to put it on the wrong way. Okay. That leaves this big mamma jamma. This beautiful, beautiful bastard. Well, let's see. Oof. So we have the advanced rulebook. Oh, a nice little solo quick reference on the back here. The rulebook. It's really nice looking, very clear, well published. The paper is nice, thick quality. I like that. You'd be surprised how many very thin ones get screwed over. And I'm going to try to showcase this. There we go. Like, that's just amazing. Like, wow. We have a box here. What's in the box? So here we have the bottom pieces of the buildings. We have our billboard chips. Some more billboard chips. Our glory hound. And our little lightning pieces for the mats there. I love that little glory hound. Your basic set of dice that you'll need for attacking and defense. Some more health little dilly bobbies. More health little dilly bobbies. The tops to the buildings here. Alright, let's put these all back in. Those will have to stay out because I'm not good at stuffing. I want to break something trying to force it. Okay. So, if anyone has a preference to which of the factions they want to see first, model-wise, just let me know. And after I get through this bottom part here, whoever calls first gets to see the models of that one. So we got like in here, it looks like let's put it in nice and neat. Let's see. Bottom of that. Everything was well wrapped and whatnot. Whew. I'm just gotta carefully, because everything's trying to fall out as I do it. Take care of all this. Alrighty. Got our board, double-sided for the two terrain types. Got our boards here. This is what the normal board looks like. Of course, got the player chips for all 8 pilots for the 4 factions. Just pop those out. Well, thought I had done broken something there for a second. I about cried. Good old blue Thunder Happy. Good old orange King Wolf here. As I try to pass it out pretty fast. Again, if anyone wants to see their faction first, let me know. Green Hammer Strike. And yellow Diamondback. Okay, let's put those out there. And the last bit of cardboard. So another thing I noticed from this, we got the achievement board. That's good. There's very little in the overall push of having to pull stuff out of cardboard. And after enough games, which I have quite a few, that is a good thing. Especially where, as you can see there, try to catch on there, and I almost could have ripped into the actual cardboard. I hate so less the chance that can happen, the better. 3 sheets done. All right. And again, the original buildings here, different sizes too, which is what I like. You're gonna have 3, 4, and 3. So 3 of the smaller, 4 of the medium, and then 3 of the large ones. So that's pretty good. I can dig it. Alright. And then we got these cards here. So it looks like each faction was put in its, of card choices, was put in its own little thing here. We'll find out if I was right about that. A second. Yeah, so these are all the Thunder Happy cards here. As well as the 8 pilots unfoiled. Is it weird that I think I might use the unfoiled before? Ooh, this is a good idea. Is it the same on the back? Yep. Same design on the back for the unfoiled. Wanted to double check that. Of course, your faction logo and color scheme on the back of your normal choice cards. So that's really cool. That's going to mean I want to use clear sleeves when I build decks. That way I can just see my cool system logo. Why would I want like another color or anything? So here's an idea, Weta, if you're watching. Make card sleeves with the faction symbol and color on the back. Like pretty much this is a card sleeve. That would be amazing. Got King Wolf here. And these are a nice meaty chunk of cards here. That's really cool. Really interested to see how the dynamics of this game come out later on. Once people start deck building. Okay, and Diamondback. Bam. Yeah, that's just a ton to work with. Okay, this is probably the sponsor cards. Again, the back is so pretty on that. Again, clear is the way I want to go with this. And then these look like, they're little helper cards. Tell you like what you do for attacking and defense. Kind of that way, you know, while you're learning the game, you have a reference. That's cool. Oof. Alright. Well, no one picked a faction. So With that in mind, I'll just go from bottom to the top. So we got Thunder Happy here. And guys, be looking forward to another fellow member's unboxing. When he gets his, he's going to unbox it for us. And so that way we'll have two of these. I think it's going to be really cool to kind of get two of our reactions. So these are the drones for Thunder Happy. Now, I'm going to be honest. When I first learned this game at Gen Con, I thought that this was like a little mini tank, and then that was like a tank. And it wasn't later until I saw someone actually paint this up that I realized like this is an exhaust and it goes this way, and it doesn't like go that way and just like shoot people like a tank. I was completely convinced that this was like a little tank cannon thing. And then of course the repair drone here. And then their recon little like air drone there. Alright. And then their heavy hitter. Just, oh, so beautiful. Thunder Happy. Let me put this box over here real quick so it's not trying to balance it on my lap. And then make it easier to kind of showcase this. God, that is just beautifulness right there. Pew pew. Alright, and as you can see, I don't know if it'll pick up well, but the base here is actually painted in with the logo of the faction here, which is just like really super cool. So, again, this is Thunder Happy. That's just awesome. Yep. Next up is King Wolf. So here's a little jump pack drone. I don't know if you can see it, but there's little legs there. And it's got a little jet pack. So there's recon drones, kind of more humanoid with like a jetpack feel to it, instead of more like aerodynamic like a little spy drone. So that's kind of interesting how each faction has their own style and way of building their drones. Okay. Their repair drone. Again, notice how they went with more humanoid looks for all of theirs. Has kind of a human-like feel to it. To their repair drone here. And then their combat drone, which is more animal-like. It's got the four legs like a dog, and then its head is literally like just a gun that goes around and goes pew pew pew. I'm not even sure if this is supposed to be like a missile pack or like a bomb that it just holds back here, but you know, is what it is. Okay. Alrighty. Finally, the heavy hitter here, King Wolf. As you can see, he's packing a lot of ammunition. It's pretty intense. So, he's carrying the gun there. Of course, got the humongous gun for a head. Missile launchers on the side. He's just a walking pile of munitions. Again, they got the King Wolf logo in the base there, which is just pretty awesome. But yeah, that's the King Wolf heavy hitter there. Get back here. Okay. Got the little like hover jet looking drone here for Hammer Strike. And their repair drone is like this four-armed Goro looking thing. It's awesome. And then their attack drone's kind of almost spidery the way its legs are. That's interesting. That's super cool. Alright. And finally the big hulking crazy armor of the Hammer Strike. And its four arms, its Tower of Destruction, as you will. The green going on. Just looks kind of like this bear almost. The bears don't have four arms, mind you, but other than that, again, logo in the base. That's Hammer Strike. And finally, Diamondback here. I like the like wrecking ball theme because they're like a demolition like kind of company kind of thing. So like everything has this like wrecking ball as the center point. Whether it's this little helicopter skirmisher here. That's a recon unit. Little helicopter wrecking ball. The wrecking ball faced repair unit. Like I need someone to 3D print me a bunch of Miley Cyruses, and I'm just gonna have her straddling all the models here, and then she can come in like a wrecking ball. That's right. I said that. I am pretty comfortable with that pun. So that was their combat unit. It's just really interesting to see them try to utilize that sphere wrecking ball like shape. I think it's pretty cool and neat. And then their heavy hitter. Big old Diamondbacks heavy hitter. This little energy like cannon here. Where it utilizes the only model to utilize multiple leg structure, even though it normally walks with two legs. These other legs looks like they deploy down to give it strength when it shoots this big laser because it must have like a lot of kickback. And again, the base. Diamondbacks heavy hitter. And even though that was extremely long-winded, so my apologies for that. I'm just super excited to get it. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I can't wait to start doing some gameplay videos for you guys as we and my friends in the local area, which multiple of us have gotten our copies this week, should hopefully be able to sit down and start playing some games for your entertainment and maybe even do some podcasts about it after strategy starts developing for the game and everything else. Final note, I want to thank What a Workshop for like taking a risk. I mean, it's easy enough to say, guys, well, they stand to make a lot of money. It was a Kickstarter, so there was no like negative if they failed or anything like that, but putting yourself out there, especially when so many companies are out there just doing it and you trying to do it your own way and go at it on your own, you and your friends coming up with this idea and making a game, that takes a lot of courage, regardless of the fact that they make $1 million movies and, well, special effects for and what have you. That doesn't mean that they themselves put themselves in the spotlight. And they chose to do that in hopes that they could live a dream and get something that they wanted to be creative out there. So thank you guys for having the courage to do it. It's a fun game. It's an amazing game from when I played at Gen Con. I can't wait to actually be able to play it in my own house now. So, thank you guys. Uh, so this is Alan Jones from Team Hisshou. Sorry about the technical difficulties on this. I promise we'll get better as time goes on. But signing off. Thanks.